Hi everyone. How are you all doing? Hope you're all well tonight. Um, Hi, Kier Baldock. How you doing? I mean Beans. Hi, Ab Gaming. How you doing? Hope you're well. Welcome to my live. Beans means Heinz. Okay, here we go. I'm okay, thank you, Ab Gaming. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Hit the like button, everybody. Where do I live? I live in York, England. Hi, Ayush. I'm from the UK. Where are you from? I live in England. Where is everybody from? Yeah, York. Yeah, I live in York. Avia Monix. How you doing tonight? Hope you're well. Hit that like button, everybody. Share the live if you can. Ayush Raj from India. What does that mean, Avia? Don't know what that means. Anyway. I'm from next door. Oh, really? Yeah. Hello, Tolly J. How you doing? Hope you're well tonight. Bit late for a stream. Yeah, I go live whenever I want to go live. Just. Hello, Warren Jones. How's it going? Hello, Skidis. Hello, TBD. I don't know. It's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Thank you for the likes, everybody. Hi, Orion Mishra. Hope you're well. Nice to meet you all. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon. So yeah, just kind of chilling at the moment. Did a few pull-ups and stuff earlier, but I don't watch cricket now. What do you want to tell me, Ayush? What have you got to tell me? Yeah, I'm not into sports really, to be honest. But anyway, Pontus, hello. Okay. Okay then. Hi, Dormuden. How you doing? Welcome to my live. Hope you're all well tonight. What have you all been up to today, everybody? I don't have a wife. No, I can't, Pontus. I think I've tried that and can't do that, unfortunately. What I've been up to? Not a whole lot, really. Hello, Melanated. Huh. Hello. No. Oh, goodness. Some of these comments are just ridiculous. Oh, yeah, I am Mr. JT1. I work out. Yeah. It's good that people are noticing now, because it took a while to really kind of get people to actually notice that. Yeah. until pretty recently, like, people thought I was skinny and not really jacked, so yeah. Anyway, so, who was that beautiful blonde lady? What are you on about? Blonde lady? The hell? What are you on about, blonde lady? What are you talking about? What blonde lady? What are you on about? Hello, Shelovek. How you doing? What the hell are you on about, Tolly? So who was that beautiful blonde lady you were with the other day, Jamie? What are you talking about? Hello, Tasman Trady. Hope you're well. Nice to meet you. How are you doing tonight? Hello, Stormcloak Soldier. Whatever. Alright, Shelovek. Hello, Slim Chris. Okay. I've always seen Jamie drive out in his. Oh yeah. No. I don't have a sports car or anything, so what are you on about? Cameron, hello. How you doing? Yeah. Thank you for subbing, Cobra. How you doing, Cobra? Nice to meet you. I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you? Beautiful summertime here. Oh yeah, that's good then. It's winter here. It's a bit miserable at the moment. It's been a bit cold. And just dust. Okay, thank you. Scarborough in Canada, not UK. There's two. There's one in Ontario, but the original one is the one in England, Scarborough, North Yorkshire. That's where the name comes from, I believe. And it's like London, Ontario. They took that name from London, England. You know what I mean? And Williams from America. Nice to meet you. Thank you. If anyone's new here, hit the subscribe button. Warren, hello. How you doing? Hello. Futan Nori boy. No, I don't watch anime, no. Do you? Yeah, I don't watch anime, to be honest. UK, what are you on about? Let's have a look. Scarborough, Ontario. Let's have a look. Hello, Mohammed, how you doing? Yeah, there we go. So, yes, Scarborough, Ontario is named after the town of Scarborough in Yorkshire, England. In 1793, Elizabeth Simcoe, wife of Upper Canada's first Lieutenant Governor, John Graves Simcoe, renamed the area, originally called Glasgow, due to the similarity between the local Scarborough Bluffs and the cliffs in the English coastal town. So there you go. Hello Miranda, probably just taking the piss, aren't they? Because hello Bobby. Some people really do deserve a peace in their minds. Life is hard on mine. Hope you get some energy. Keep up. Thank you, Bobby. Yeah, Scarborough, Yorkshire. Yeah, that's the original one. Yeah. Hello, Nature. I don't know what's going on here. Hello, Mohammed. Hello, Aman. Thank you. What is it with these comments there? Anyway. But yeah. Do you see my latest shorts, guys? I've put 2 new shorts out today. Hello, Oscar. Oh, you're British too, yeah, I'm from the UK. Do you think York has gone downhill the last 20 years? I don't know, because I've only lived here the last few years. I used to live in Blackburn, so I don't really know. But, yeah, you could say the whole country's gone downhill just with all the shitty government and whatever. I mean, I suppose it's been like that for quite a while. Even within the last 20 years, really. But it's a bit early for shorts yet, lad. It's still winter. I'm on about videos, short videos. So I live inside. What do you mean? What's going on here? These comments are ridiculous. Anyway, is there going to be any like real people coming in or something? Okay. I don't know. Should I even bother to keep going on with this shit? I don't know. It's just a lot of just trolls. It's just kind of draining. But maybe I'm asking for it by not just blocking them all, but people saying that, oh, if you block everybody, it negatively affects the algorithm, so what am I supposed to do? No, I live in this building right now. What kind of questions are these? Hang on a sec. Hello, Danan, how you doing? Hope you're well. How do you plan to get money? What do you mean, how do I plan to get money? I mean, there's different ways you can make money and stuff, so, I mean, money's not really any kind of, worry of mine. I can find ways to make money. All York walls, why? What's it got to do with anybody where I live? I mean, I don't need to be specific about where I live. It's like people are trying to dox me or some shit. Worst religion, I mean, I don't know. I think religion in general is something that can be quiet. I think if it's a religion that kind of forces people to like push it on everybody. I don't like it when people push their religion on people. So if it's a religion where it's very like, where they're very like, have to be very, like basically like religious zealots, then yeah. Hello Albin, how you doing? Hope you've had a good day. I don't agree with it when people get pushy with their religions and stuff. Hello, Boomy. Thank you. American Swede says, what would you title a sequel? I don't know. I don't know about that really. I thank Jesus for making me an atheist. Not really. Oh goodness. The irony. Anyway. Thank you for the likes, everybody. Hit that like button if you haven't already. We've got 15 people in the house. Welcome in, everybody. Nice to meet you all. But yeah, as long as people don't get disrespectful and start being nasty and start throwing out racism or sexism or whatever, it's just I need to try and be careful, like, because people might, I don't want people coming in here and then this is just somewhere where people are just saying shit, you know what I mean? Alright, if we're just gonna get these kind of comments and we're just gonna get rid of it, Anyway. No, I don't have a nickname for my Johnson. Hello Zara, how you doing? Hope you're well. Let's get rid of all this nonsense out of the chat. Can't be arsed with it. Belly dance. No, I don't do belly dancing. Oh, goodness. Anyway. Hope you're all well. Got 22 people in here, apparently. Welcome in, everybody. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon. Anyway. How does that make sense, Mohammed? How am I sexist because I'm handsome? What the hell? That is what these comments say. Hello, Paul. How you doing? I look like a medieval peasant. Oh, really? Alright. Never heard that before. I guess it's a bit more original than being called Zelensky or something. A lot of people seem to call me Zelensky a lot. Hi, if you know, you know. How you doing? I keep getting called Zelensky, or who else do I get called? Harry Kane, I've had a lot. I mean, it just gets really old. It just gets kind of annoying, to be honest, but it is what it is. Anyway, hit that like button. We've got 20 people in here and 10 likes. Gonna get to 20 likes real quick. Some Chris, what's Yakimoto? I don't know what that is. Is that some Japanese thing or something? That sounds like. Sounds like something Japanese. What you saying, American Swede? Anyway, I'm just kind of trying to chill right now, so sorry if I'm not really that kind of, with it or whatever. I'm just kind of chilling at the moment. I'm not in the mood to be all hyped up and all that, and yeah. It says 12 now, but anyway, whatever. Hello, Calvin Roberts. I'm doing fine, thank you. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Nice to meet you all. Yeah, I don't know, I just always get these kind of negative people, and people just want to fuck around. Hello, Andrea. Good to see you. How are you doing? When are you live next? Yeah. Hello, Ash. What flip? I don't do flips. Okay. No, I won't be flipping though. I thought autism was synonymous with intelligent, but I learned today that intelligence varies just as it does in people who don't have autism. Where do you learn that from? And yeah, autism, it doesn't necessarily mean someone's intelligent. So, like, there's people with severe autism that have learning difficulties and stuff like that are quite, sort of struggle to even do basic functions. Some of them can't even talk. But yeah, autism, they tend to lack in social areas, but they make up for that in other areas in a lot of cases. Like, they might be more creative, or they might be more analytical or something. So everyone has their pluses and minuses. Yeah, it varies in intelligence. Calvin Roberts, yeah. Yeah, it's everyone's got a different level of intelligence, but yeah, autistic people might find they're more good with things like numbers or with logical things, whereas they might not have as much emotional intelligence in some ways. Like, they might struggle with social cues and things like that. That tends to be something that they struggle with. But I think that if you try hard enough, you can build it up. I believe that the brain is something that if you try enough at anything, you can get better at it. So, yeah. It's just you have to be patient and try and work on things, but it's just certain things are going to be harder, but you're going to have advantages in some other areas. So, yeah, like a muscle, yeah, it's just, we shouldn't use something as an excuse to just become some like recluse and just be antisocial. I think you should probably try to, because a lot of people will use video games as an escape or something like that, but that's not really a good thing to be doing, I don't think, because you're just going to perpetuate your problems, just make it worse over time, become more isolated, more awkward. So that's what you see with a lot of these like nerdy types, where oftentimes they don't know how to interact in real life scenarios. I don't know, Ivan. Hello, Wo-oo. Oh, here we go. What is it with these comments? Reality will always come back to slap you on the face. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you can try to escape reality, but the thing is, sometimes things can happen when you're not prepared for it, and you can panic sorry, what are you saying? God created humanity, male and female. Anything outside his design is confusion, not truth, but the answer is not hatred, the answer is Christ. I mean, I don't really agree with all that myself personally, but I do think that there is, like, I think this whole, like, gender identity thing, though, is a bit of gets ridiculous when people start identifying as, like, you know, like a rock or something, or a tree. I mean, I don't know why, is it just to, I don't know if some of them are just trying to, like, rage bait, I don't know. Part of me thinks that half of them are just trying to rage bait. Are they actually serious with all that stuff? So I was talking about this, you know, this Joey Swall person who, like, maybe some of the people would just rage bait knowing that he's going to respond. So it would be like a publicity stunt. But anyway, yeah, some people I think what it is that people are just that, you know, needy for attention, that they'll just say the most kind of outrageous things to, like, get controversy. They'll talk about neo-pronouns or some crap because they know it's going to get under people's skin or whatever, and it's like, you know, it's just one of those things, isn't it, that, yeah, probably it's best to just ignore it. But there are some people out there that legitimately believe there's something crazy, like, but yeah, it's just because when you see this stuff and it's getting promoted, and that can then start to make people think, oh, well, I can be anything I want to be. But yeah, is everyone okay? Hope you've all had a good day today. I can say the name about a tree, but for the trees are not trees of confusion, but of peace. Okay, thank you. Danan says, it's your personal truth, Justin, keep it that way. Yeah. Everyone has their own, but then it's like, what is truth then? How can truth be personal? Isn't truth something that's objective, like a fact? I mean, it's either the truth or it isn't. It could be more of like an opinion then. An opinion is something that is subjective, but the truth is not subjective. At least in that context, it's yeah, I do remember you, Rohan, yeah. Although Justin, it's a bit of a step further to let him save you and forget what you think you know. It's by grace through faith, a free gift. Okay, thank you. I do think so, agree, what's that? B to Wiscott, hello. I used to live amongst huge rats in my room, and they would walk around all day like, oh yeah, that's horrible, that, isn't it? Yeah, some of these rats are like huge. Ugh. Yeah. Nasty. Yeah. Makes you think, like, how the fuck do they get in, like, they somehow mysteriously get in through the smallest of cracks or something. Like, you think, how the fuck did they just get inside the house? Okay, word. Okay. Yeah, anyway, so how are we all doing, people? Hope you've all had a good day. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Rats can fit into any space their head can fit into. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it, that... Yeah. Yeah, I remember they put like a rat trap to trap it, because there was one going through the house, and it was like, yeah. Anyway, hello Shirky, very good to see you. Oh really, that place. How do you unshat yourself? What does that mean? The shit goes back up your ass, is that what you mean? You unshit yourself. That'd be like, like rewind having a shit. That's what it would look like. Unshitting yourself or something, I don't know. The hell is that even? You unshat yourself. Anyway, nice to meet you all anyway. What are you on about, lolbird? Apparently I'm an old geezer. Hello, J. Jonah Jameson. No, I'm not high now. Yeah, I'm 30 years old. I'm not exactly old, am I? 30 years old. I thought people thought I was younger than that. Maybe it's the beard. I don't know. Usually people think I'm about 25, maybe 26. But I don't know. I guess it's the facial hair that kind of makes me look more mature, I guess. But when I cut it down, people give me a different age or something. So I see a lot of guys at my age are already looking a lot older than me, so but yeah, it's just, I guess it's the hair on my face. Like, if I completely got rid of it, I'd kind of have a baby face, but yeah. I don't think I've like barely aged in the last few years. I don't smoke cigarettes, I don't drink alcohol and stuff, so, but yeah, it's just probably, I think the facial hair probably ages me, I don't know. Because it seems like people estimate higher when I've let this grow out a bit. Yeah. It starts to like, kind of make me look a bit more mature, I guess. I guess it's just associated with older guys, I don't know. Is it because like you don't usually get a lot of younger guys with facial hair? It's usually like seen as like something that older guys tend to do more for some reason. Let's have a look and see like what is it? Why do beards make you look older? I mean, let's just see what it says about this. So it's something about adding structure, masking useful features, and triggering deep-seated psychological associations with maturity. Research suggests a beard can increase a man's perceived age by an average of 8 years. So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, micro needling, I've heard about that. Alright. Anyway. What's that? 25. Yeah, beards do make a difference. Not always to age though, what you mean? Not always to age. Why is it so white? Because the way that light reflects off the wall, it's sort of like, that's the colour that reflects off the wall. That's why it's white. It's all to do with like how because light is when you get like different colours mixing. That's what you. Grey hairs is like something that can make you look older as well, because that's associated with older people. Started greying in your 20s, like what the fuck? Usually guys don't start going grey until like their 40s at least, but I've seen some guys in their 30s already like completely grey. It's kind of odd to see, isn't it? because you associate grey with like old. But yeah, like it can happen younger. It depends. But then there's some guys that can be like still have their colour of hair in their 60s even. So it depends really. But yeah. Hope you all had a good day today, people. Share the live out if you can. Yeah. What are you saying, Ghost Samurai? What do you mean? Some of these girls roleplay on YouTube say they're 19, but they're actually mid-20s. Why are they doing that? Anyway, everybody alright tonight then? Okay. This is ridiculous chat. Okay. We're all the serious people, eh? Yeah, I'm very old. I'm ancient. Yeah. So you're not old until probably like you're in your 60s or something. Long way to go till then. I think people have a skewed perception of what old is. I guess that's the thing with children where they think that 20, 30 is old, but then wait till they get to that age, then they'll realise actually no, it's not old. What's that, Usman? 30 is the new old these days. Well, that's just ridiculous. Like people are getting called unk, and some people even in their early 20s getting called unk. Like, what the fuck? How is that unk? Oh, nice to meet you, S-Shaw Gaming. I just think people should just stop talking about people's age. It's just kind of like, it can be quite, it can make people a bit conscious about themselves and stuff. Judging ages and shit like that, it's kind of annoying. It's like, can we just shut the fuck up about ages, you know, because people can be a bit self-conscious and stuff about that, you know. So maybe we could just shut the fuck up about ages. Because I can't really be fucking asked with all that shit, you know. Anyway. Yeah, anyway. There we go. Let's get rid of all the trolls. I mean, I can't be asked with them anymore. What we talk about, I don't even fucking know. I'm just kind of talking shit right now. You're 45, Ghost Samurai, are you? Oh, really? Yeah, 45 is still not old, I would say. And it also depends on the individual, right? If you're healthy, then you could still be young at 45, whereas if you're, say, living a shitty lifestyle, you could be like old at 45 if you get me. So if you're, say, like anyway, whatever, like I said, I'm done with talking about that shit. Just try and live the best life that you can. Try and just be healthy, really. Try and be as healthy as you can be. And you'll age better, most likely. Hello, Marie. How you doing? Hope you're well tonight. Welcome in here. Hope you've had a great day, everybody. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Everyone okay? Why are you always live? You're monetized. Because I'm monetized. What do you mean? Well, why would I not want to be always live if I'm monetized? Not making any sense. But is the world going to get worse? Says Spoofy. I'd not want to think so, because I'd hope it's going to get better than this, but I want to try and be optimistic. But, you know, it's just, it's not looking good in some ways, but maybe there's going to be some silver lining to it all, that maybe people will get so sick of the AI and all that and the slop that eventually it'll come full circle. Who knows? My dream is to have my own land, a little garden to the wildlife, and a room with walls full of bucks, a partner and a couple of offspring. Oh, that would be nice. Be optimistic, it's New Year blues, man. Yeah. There's no point in worrying about the future, you know, because we haven't even got there, so why would we be pessimistic about something that we don't know enough about? Like, all it is speculation. Try not to worry about it, really. Don't worry about things that haven't even happened yet. So yeah, the future is uncertain, and the past is in the past, you know, so just focus on the present, they say. Now, we can look back to the past for inspiration and whatever, and wisdom and things like that, and we can try and plan for the future, but it's important what we do right now. Anyway, hope you've all had a good day, people. Yeah. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for the 21 likes, everybody. Yeah. Very excellent. What you mean? Long January. Yeah. Yeah, it's still a bit cold. Still in winter. Yeah, it's just really dull and miserable at this time of year, but at least, you know, the nights are starting to, the days are getting a bit longer now. Yeah, so that's good. Once it gets around March, April, that's when it starts to get a bit decent sometimes. But I got hay fever to look forward to, but I'm going to use these like hay fever relief wipes. Hello, Agarai. Okay, thank you. Hay fever relief wipes, which are like, yeah, so basically I'll just explain how that is then. So basically it says here about the primary mechanism is the physical removal of allergens from your face, neck and hands, reducing the total amount of pollen entering your system. Soothing ingredients, so they'll have like things like tea tree oil, stuff like that. But yeah, basically, what's up, pumpkin? Hello, how you doing? I don't have enough money for any of my dreams. I'll never achieve them. Well, if you keep telling yourself that, then you'll never achieve anything, then will you? You know, it's a lot of it's about, you know, positive self-talk and determination. Where there's a will, there's a way. So, you know, it's just that we have to get rid of that scarcity mindset and replace it with abundance mindset. Money is abundant. It's just that you have to figure out how you're going to create value in order to get money. If you see it as abundance within yourself, that you have abundance within yourself, then you attract abundance. Whatever vibration you're at, whatever your frequency is at, that's what you get more of in your reality. So if you have scarcity mindset, then you're going to just receive more scarcity. like, I don't smile all the time, so like, it's just how I am, really. I'm not just gonna fake smile all the time, am I? I don't understand why people expect me to smile all the time. I'm just like, I'm not really in the mood to smile right now. I'm not gonna just put on a fake smile, am I? This is just how I am. This is just, I don't know. It's just people seem to like seeing people being fake rather than just their raw, organic self. Or I mean, you know what I mean? That their raw version of just the being their true self. I hate when people ask me to smile. I'll smile if I want to, and I'm not unhappy if I don't smile exactly. It's just, it can be just neutral, Hello, Jacob. Hello, Kick It with Grimace. No, I'm not looking for a date. I've been saying that all my life to people. Not smiling doesn't mean you're in a bad mood. Exactly. Well, I don't know why people assume that you're in a bad mood if you're not smiling. Like, it could just mean that you're neutral. I think people just don't seem to like neutral expressions or something. Why do people think I'm miserable just because I'm not smiling? Anyway. You're northern, they don't get it. Yeah. What is it, a northern thing you're saying? Some people say it's an autistic thing as well, I don't know. But I just noticed that a lot of people around me don't smile much anyway. Yeah, forced smiles, pretentious, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of creepy, isn't it? So, like, facial anatomy and resting face. Your natural resting facial features may inadvertently mimic expressions of sadness or anger. Downward slant, genetics, or aging can cause the corners of your mouth or eyes to naturally turn downward, which observers often misinterpret as a permanent frown. I don't think I have a permanent frown. I'm just kind of neutral. Muscle tension, even when you feel neutral. Slight tension in the muscles between the eyebrows, the corrugator, supercilii can make you look troubled or angry. Resting bitch face, RBF. It's just like, there you go, there's your resting bitch face. Researchers using facial recognition software suggest that neutral faces often contain subtle traces, around 6% of underlying emotions, most notably contempt, which can trigger a negative reaction in others. It was actually called the resting bitch face on the AI thing. AI mode. Cognitive biases in observers. So, like, negativity bias. When faced with an expressionless face, the human mind often defaults to a negative interpretation like sadness or anger rather than assuming neutrality. Projection. People often project their own inner feelings onto others. If they feel uncomfortable with silence or lack of expression, they may label you as unhappy to make sense of the interaction. Observer's mood. If the person you are talking to is feeling low or anxious, they are statistically more likely to misinterpret neutral faces as sad. So yeah, so it can be like a projection from them. Yeah. The thing about Western cultures, a smile is a social enter sign, while a neutral face is seen as a do not disturb sign. Yeah. It's just, well, it's better to be real than to just have a fake smile, because people are hiding things when they're smiling oftentimes, hiding their true emotions. So, yeah. hard to read body language when your face doesn't move. I mean, but why does it need to move? And is that why you're saying people should smile or something, or what? People take a ton of social cues from a neutral face. What do you mean? You just said, hang on, you just said, it's hard to read body language when your face doesn't move. People can take a ton of social cues from a neutral face. I think it's weird when people ask you to smile, leave people alone. Yeah. I would rather deal with someone in a bad mood than someone who is insufferably fake. Yeah, I agree. There's people these days that just seem to be fake, a lot of them. Society is just kind of putting on a mask, you know. There's a lot of, some people say about women with autism and how oftentimes they mask until they end up breaking down. And that's how sometimes that's how they get diagnosed, is that they put on a mask so much and then they just can't deal with it anymore. Because they're told that they have to, you know, conform to a certain thing. They have to put on a constant smile. Giggity. Hello. Was that like quagmire or something? Yeah, are women not actually more or less, they're less diagnosed than men? But oftentimes you could say that's because they just don't really show it as much, that men oftentimes show more symptoms at a younger age. So like, probably because like women tend to end up being more likely to interact socially and they have, you know, whereas with men they might be more withdrawn and more kind of isolated in some cases. But anyway, so it can affect men and women in different, or boys and girls in different ways. Are you going to become a streamer? Oh, cool. What would you stream? Yeah. Good luck with that then. I meant a ton from facial expressions, and somebody with a neutral face is hard to read body language. I mean, I can have facial expressions at certain times. Like, I was like talking to somebody like the other day, and they were saying how they say, yeah, I do actually smile. It's just maybe it's just in certain contexts I'm not really always smiling. It's just sometimes I'm just, you know, I'm just chilling. I'm not in the mood to smile. Like, I'm just kind of relaxed. I'm just kind of like, I'm not going to put on a fake smile all the time. That's just a lot of wasted energy to me, really. You're welcome for the conversation topic. What do you mean? Anyway, I'll be a troll streamer to troll the trolls in chat. Maybe just one idea, or really. Yeah, I don't know about that. So you're going to be like a reverse troll. No pressure at all. Anyway, is everyone alright then? Hope you've all had a good day. What time are we on? 20 to 12. Reverse osmosis. Oh yeah, there's that reverse osmosis water. Like, water filter. To get rid of some of the crap out of it, but... Did you see the photo of Stephen Hawking, Jane? No, I haven't. Oh, Jess Potter's. Oh, really? The fuck's he doing there? Oh, yeah. Me and Jeffrey Epstein, we had a great time at the party. I discovered Jeffrey Epstein's black hole. Anyway, hope you're all doing well tonight, people. What is it with these comments? What's that? Osmos? I don't know. Thank you for the 25 likes, everybody. There is no God. God is a figment of your imagination. The universe was started by a Big Bang. Porridge, usually. I know some people call it oatmeal. I know in America and some other places they call it oatmeal. Yeah. I'd like to stream about the current state of things, but because I'm so based, YouTube would probably ban me. Yeah, no, if they can. Yeah. Depends how extreme you go with things, really. Like, I saw there was this guy called, I think it was called the Shameless Berg or something, and he was saying some pretty crazy stuff. Let's see if, I remember his account got shut down or something, I think, but let's have a look. Yeah. So I don't know what's going on with him and stuff, but I think he got took down or something, but he was putting out some content that was quite, I was thinking, how was it even allowed to stay up that long? You have to watch for people using certain words. I had a great time with Jeffrey Epstein, Donald Trump, and Elon Musk. Well, no, Elon Musk didn't actually go, did he? Because he was not invited. Too bad Elon Musk wasn't invited to Jeffrey Epstein's island. I got to hang out with Epstein and Elon Musk never got to. Oh, Teddy! Bane! Mr. Bane! Oh yeah, Stephen got to see Epstein. Oh God. Yeah. Was it Bill Gates apparently, didn't he sort of, yeah. Imagine being denied from Epstein Island, that says a lot about Elon, yeah. Fucking hell. A little skiff. Oh, thank you. You love Bella. Yeah. Yeah, Elon Musk is like, I don't know. Let's see what his net worth looks like now. He bought Twitter for like 44 billion or whatever it were. So he could control the narrative and stuff. I'm so glad Elon is being acknowledged as a nub when he was in that Sigma male Andrew Tate mentality era. Yuck. Oh yeah. Yeah. Andrew Tate! What colour is your Bugatti? Oh wow, it's saying now that this is, it must have gone up $788 billion. So it's not like too far until they could be at like 1 billion, or 1 trillion, I mean, before long. I wonder, like, how much has he made just from Twitter? Has he actually made back the money that he paid for it? Yeah, he's the richest, I think. What about Jeff Bezos? Let's look at him. Because they were kind of like the point where Jeff Bezos was the richest, and then Elon Musk caught up, and then 250 billion it says. So he's a long way behind then, isn't he? Now, apparently. Oh, Kingy, how you doing? Doesn't allow her to see her children. What the fuck? Who? And about Elon? Oh yeah, Grimes. How the fuck does that happen then? Does anyone ever listen to Grimes or something? My Bugatti is the same colour as Andrew Tate's house. What? Because he doesn't have any hair? Is that what you mean? I do have hair. It's just invisible to the naked eye. Oh yeah, Grimes. Do you know someone called Poppy? Because apparently they fell out or something, but she was actually on one of Poppy's songs. Grimes was also on a Bring Me the Horizon song, I think. But yeah, like, yeah, that was a while ago. Yeah, I hope you're all well. Alright. What do you mean, Ketamine Manic Pixie Girl? What the hell is that? In about Grimes or something? Is that what you're trying to say? I've heard of Poppy not really metal like she claims to be. Well, some of her stuff is, but like, some of her stuff can like go in different directions. Like some of her stuff's more kind of like industrial or more kind of experimental sounding, I guess. It's kind of like she doesn't really kind of stick to a certain genre. Oh yeah, Bright Grimes, yeah. I'll have to like maybe check some of it out, but what do you mean? Grimes is a bit of a brat. Alright, hello Stephen, what do you mean she's a brat? Well, it's not right that she's not be able to see her kids or something. Is that actually true or something? Let's have a look. Let's find out if that's true. Grimes, whose legal name is Claire Butcher, revealed she did not see one of her 3 children with Elon Musk for 5 months during a contentious custody battle, alleging he blocked her access. The singer described this period as a year locked in battle in a state with terrible mother's rights, claiming her career and social media were used against her. That's pretty fucked up, isn't it? Yeah. But there's still like fucking Elon Musk fanboys out there who think that he's this great guy, you know, because he's he's got Tesla and all that, and he's like this, he's such a great guy or whatever. I mean, really? It just seems like a bit of a douchebag. Like, wasn't he doing that fucking crypto shit wasn't that some bullshit as well, where some people were saying that it was, like he was doing that whole Dogecoin thing, and then, yeah, fucking Dogecoin. Was that trouble as well with the child being trans? I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I'm guessing she only ever got married to him for the money or something. She probably wouldn't have actually like really found him attractive, I don't think. So, I mean, kind of thing. I'm not trying to blame her or anything, but like, what do you expect, kind of thing. Like you're getting with some kind of, I would call them, a lot of these people are just like psychos pretty much at that point, in my opinion. No, Keir Starmer's another wanker as well, in my opinion. Calvin says in Germany that went down well. What's that? Hello Sad, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Aldi and Lidl, yeah, that's cheapest, isn't it? Yeah. Is Elon the electronic car guy? Yeah. Elon Musk. Have you heard the British singer Ren? His representation of mental illness is amazing, especially his song Hi Ren. I think I've heard that, actually. I think I have heard it. Okay, Tristan. Okay, let's not spam the chat, okay? There we go, let's get rid of that. Alright, everybody alright tonight? Yeah, you would have thought it would be. Hello, vegan, how you doing? Hope you're well. So, nice to meet you. So, talking about like animals and stuff and how people eat dogs, but yet it's not that they won't eat dogs, but they'll eat pigs and stuff like that. But I don't like to get into arguments and stuff over it. I just like to hear like what people's thoughts are on that. Like they say, oh, because dogs are pets or something, and then like 28 years later now, I need to probably watch all of that, really. Be merciful. Yeah. Hello, Joyx. This is what I don't get, where like, but it's like, the thing is, right, if you believe in God, right, then your version of God in Christianity, why did God create carnivorous animals then? Why would God create carnivorous animals that have to like hunt each other down to survive? Is that not a bit kind of brutal? I don't know, I just kind of like, yeah, it sucks when you think about it. It's just, the Garden of Eden had no savagery. The fall of man created aggressive, savage animals. Well, didn't God create all the animals then? What has man got to do with it? Didn't God create all the animals? actually. Don't waste your time arguing or debating. Yeah. I'm just saying that, like, hello Galfy. Hello Crystal, how you doing tonight? Hope you're well. God hates turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles! What about my head? $12 bands on my wrist right now. You want some? No, I'm good, thank you. God also knew Eve would eat the fruit. This dooming mankind from the get-go, the whole thing is a load of shite. Right, Reed, yeah, it's just, I've been thinking about this, about if God knows ahead of time what's going to happen, why let it happen then? Then there's no free will then, is there? To me, that doesn't make any sense, because doesn't free will suggest that things aren't predetermined? Like, it just, to me, there's contradiction there that I don't understand. But I am an eternal, no, can we just not have that here, okay? I have like brown hair, why? So, yeah, did that person end up going the vegan one or something? I'm just, yeah, talking about the, look, Harry, okay, the hell. Hello Kyle, what's a fire engine? What the hell's going on here? Where do I stand politically? I think politics generally is a joke. I don't stand with any of the parties. I think they're all a joke, to be honest. And I think that this reform thing is probably going to be a joke as well. I don't have any faith in that either. But we'll see, you know, only time will tell, eh? I'm not going to hold my breath. Anyway, but yeah, it's just, I find it all a bit funny. If you say that God created all animals, then why would you be creating carnivorous animals? If you're a vegan, then it just, I don't know, it's kind of a, seems like a bit of a contradiction there. Like, why would God create animals to murder each other for food? Or because mankind or something. It's like, I don't get what you're saying. Like, it's just mankind. How did mankind cause all that? God supposedly created animals. Why create animals to suffer because of mankind then? Why create savage animals because of the fall of mankind? That doesn't make sense. Two wrongs don't make a right, right? I mean, so Edmund, how you doing? Again, slow the shot. The moment you use a small amount of basic logic, which is why there are so many interpretations, yeah. It's just, no, I'm not an atheist. I have my own perception of, I'm not saying I believe in the biblical God, absolutely not. I don't believe that's the God that, I'm more kind of starting to become more along the lines of oneness and kind of more of a kind of what they call like, I mean basically it's basically what they call unity consciousness or something, which might sound a bit weird, but basically that's what I've been contemplating. I'm not saying that that's what I believe fully, but it's I'm more kind of, basically, some might call it like pantheism or something like that. Something along those sort of lines. Basically like a form of, it's a hard one to really explain, but yeah. But basically, like, Schrodinger actually said that he only believed there's one soul in the universe, which would completely just like go against what everybody believes. But I don't believe in the biblical God. I don't believe that is that is God. I mean, I don't believe God is separate from us, is what I'm saying. Hello, Matthew Boss. Difference between believing in God and following the Christians. One has done crusades and pushed the beliefs. Meanwhile, God is humble and says His love is available to all. All right. I'm not an atheist. It's just that I don't believe in the God in the Bible. I mean, I'm an open-minded person, and if anything, I'd be more agnostic, I guess. Or, I mean, it's kind of a, yeah. I just don't like to kind of, what do you mean, short bus-wise, what does that even mean? What do you mean? No, not denying that either, because I don't understand how consciousness works. I mean, a lot of scientists are still trying to figure that out. They call it the hard problem of consciousness. That is what they're trying to figure out, still trying to wonder how does this it actually come about. So yeah, Gnosticism addresses knowledge and atheism, theism, belief. Yeah, I've heard of Gnosticism before, but some of them have different contexts of some believe in like I said, the more kind of oneness sort of. But like I said, I'm not holding to any belief system because I don't know. I mean, all I can do is speculate. I believe there are certain things about reality that we're never going to fully grasp. So some people do God of the gaps and stuff, where they will believe in a God that, because they can't explain something right now, which I don't necessarily agree with. But hello Fastbook, hello April, how you doing? Hello Top Fight. An agnostic is someone who does not claim to know that a God exists. Yeah, I think it's just about being intellectually honest and being okay, well, how do I know? I think sometimes people get arrogant and think that they know more than what they do. Once you really think about things to try and comprehend the reality that we're in, there's a whole lot that we don't know. You've got science talking about things like dark matter and things like that, and speculating about certain things about the universe, but it's think about this, it's we haven't even discovered what's at the bottom of the oceans in a lot of cases, or whatever. We haven't really mapped out a lot of the oceans, so we don't even know everything probably that's on Earth. But yet we think that we know everything in the universe. The universe is, such a vast thing, and we don't know if it's infinite or finite, or is there multiple universes. Nobody really knows. Agnostic is usually what people say when they think of atheism as a dirty word, when in its simplest forms, no one knows that a God exists to the extent they can anywhere near objectively prove it. So what you're saying is that agnostic is the more honest kind of answer, I guess. Whether it's atheists or theists, is that ultimately we're all agnostic if we're being totally honest. Because if you believe in a God, then you don't know. Belief doesn't require knowledge. It requires faith. Faith is not knowing. Gnosis. You've got agnostic, and then you've got Gnostic. Gnostic means with knowledge, and agnostic means without knowledge. So, like I said, that we don't have enough knowledge to know what the fundamental reality is. But the God of the Bible, I do not agree with, because there's just so many contradictions with it, in my opinion. For example, they'll say God is everywhere, God is omnipresent, which means He's everywhere. But then they say that we are not part of God. So how can He be everywhere but not be at the same time. Like, so that God of the Bible is full of contradictions and stuff, saying, oh well, God is everywhere, like omnipresent. So why does that mean that we're not God? And it said, oh, but it's His creation, but that's not God. That's separate. It's like they were trying to use an example of, well, someone I don't know if it was on the somebody tried, it might have been on the AI or whatever, using an example of a painting or something, and using that as a saying like the artist that did a painting and he becomes very like attached to his work or something. But the thing is, that doesn't mean that he is the painting. You know what I mean? It's like God is not the creation, God is the creator, supposedly. So how can you say God is everywhere? You should say creation is omnipresent, then not the creator. So, I don't know. Yeah. Something bad is human's fault, something good God's work. Well, they'll say it's devil. It's the devil that did it. That's what they'll say. It's the devil did it. If something bad happens, it's the devil and not themselves. It could be a way to kind of take away personal responsibility. So, yeah, because then you can just blame the devil if someone's, gotten into like, kind of become toxic, then they can say, oh, I was possessed by the devil. No, you weren't. So it just sounds like a way of like a cop-out, just to not take self-responsibility, accountability, and all that, I would like to learn a little about Hinduism and Zoroastrianism and Sumerianism, Anunnaki, but I'm a German/Celtic pagan. Okay. So why would God provide us constantly with answers that only serve to eliminate the likelihood of the existence with each and every passing year? I know. But I sort of like see God differently, is what I'm saying. That once I sort of was thinking from the perspective, it's almost like a solipsist perspective. Not quite, but it's, hello, I can see you, how you doing? Hello, Goofy. Hello, Dustin. Do you think there is a likelihood that we're in a simulation right now? Well, I see it as like a kind of, this is what I was thinking about the other day, that maybe this consciousness that at the start of the universe brought about a simulation with the thought. Maybe it was the thought that brought it into a simulation, and then basically it would just kind of, it's like a dream kind of state, I guess. Not necessarily a computer simulation, but maybe it's like I said, if this is true about oneness, then it basically, every experience is just different perspectives of the same being. Unless it's getting quite esoteric now, but blue pill or red pill, I don't take any of that. I think all that's just some bullshit, I think a lot of it's like a false dichotomy where it's like you're either blue pilled or red pilled. Maybe there's some truth to both of it, We mean double drop, John. So many pills now. Yeah, you got black pill as well. But it's like where it's like this doomer attitude, which I don't agree with, this whole kind of thing of like, oh, only looks matter and all that. Hello, Graham. Oh, here we go, with Mocklermisers. There's so much to learn about the world's humanity and history. One God doesn't explain it all adequately. But then you could say, well, if you've got your multiple gods, who created them then? Was it somebody else that created them? White pill is a better outlook. Yeah, I've looked into the white pill. I'd say that kind of, you could say the white pill takes on different aspects of different pills. Like, I can take some bits of red, bits of blue, and maybe even a bit of the black pill in the sense of like, yeah, looks are important. I just think that people do over-exaggerate and they have this doomer attitude. So white pill is more about, you could say it's like a kind of more positive version of the black pill, where you acknowledge some of the aspects of it, but also some of the more positive aspects of, say, like even like the blue pill, where it's like, yeah, there is truth to, like, you know, if you have a good personality and you can just try and be, you know, just be a good person. And of course, some people are going to say, oh, they're into bad boys. I mean, the thing is, if all you are is just nice, then that's not enough. So that's where I disagree with the blue pill, where they think, oh, just be nice and thoughtful or whatever. But if that's all you are, that's not going to be attractive, I don't think. You have to have something else going for you. That should really be like, yeah, just, anyway. Yeah, that's it. So, yeah, that's the thing of where you just kind of have to have a realistic view on things where, yeah, there's some truth to, like, I think looks maxing and doing, you know, some things like that. If you're not very attractive, it can help you. But for some people, they look better, but then they still have some underlying issues that they have to resolve. So for some people, it's just not going to be enough. They might still feel really awkward and not comfortable in their own skin. So all of it comes down to the shadow work and trying to do, you know, heal their inner demons, if you will. But yeah, who was a white pill channel that I could think of really that anyway, hello L-Dog. Oh, Aztecs, oh yeah. You got Aztecs and like Mayans and stuff, aren't you, and all that. Central American. Oh yeah. Not preaching any religion here, but if you would read, what's that? Bhagavad Gita, you will really find answers to most of the questions of existence is no joke. Well, can you give us like a brief overview on that or something? Maybe. What's this? You look like a footballer. Oh, really? I look like a footballer. Okay. But yeah, so like, let's see what it says about the different pills. So we've got blue pill versus red pill versus black pill versus white pill. Let's see if it comes up with anything on the AI. So let's just dating. So let's, you know, in the dating context. See what it says. So here we go. So we've got here blue pill, the normie view. The blue pill represents the mainstream perspective on dating and relationships. Philosophy. Hi, Zara, how you doing? Hello, Ratus. How you doing? If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Oh really? Why have you only just noticed now that I look like a footballer or something? I give you answer, God is great, soul, they never destroy. Okay, thank you. Right, so blue pill is, so it's so blue pill represents the mainstream perspective on dating and relationships. Philosophy believes that romance is based on kindness, shared values, and just being yourself. It assumes a roughly egalitarian world where personality is more important than status or looks. usage within online manosphere communities. Blue pilled is often used as a pejorative to describe men who are perceived as naive, weak, or blindly following a feminist narrative. Hello, Gerard R. How you doing? Or MI5. Oh yeah, people have said stuff like that. So let's have a look at the next one. So then we've got Red Pill, The Awakening. The Red Pill is a core tenet of the manosphere, focusing on what its adherents call the harsh truths of sexual dynamics. Philosophy claims that society is gynocentric, favoring women, and that women are biologically programmed to seek alpha males for sex and beta males for resources. The alpha fucks beta bucks model. Have you heard about this stuff, guys? I remember watching some of these videos where these guys, say this stuff. Alpha fucks beta bucks. Dating strategy emphasizes self-improvement, fitness, wealth, and game. Manipulative social techniques to increase one's sexual market value, SMV. And attract women. Black pill, biological nihilism is what it calls it. The black pill is a more extreme, fatalistic extension of the red pill ideas, primarily associated with the I word, if you know what I'm talking about. Some call them inkwells. I just gotta be careful, with that word. But yeah, hello, and Hannes, how you doing? If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. So yeah. Philosophy argues that dating success is determined entirely by immutable genetic factors like height, facial bone structure, and face outlook. Adherents believe that it's over for those who didn't win the genetic lottery. It rejects red pill self-improvement as futile, often leading to a mentality of, some call it Eldar, lie down and, it's a sort of very, it says, or in extreme cases, radicalization. White pill optimism and resilience. The white pill is a newer term representing a more hopeful or constructive response to the truth revealed by other pills. Philosophy acknowledges the difficulties or harsh realities of modern dating, but chooses to maintain optimism, resilience, and a positive outlook. Dating strategy focuses on genuine self-improvement, finding joy in life outside of sexual validation, and building healthy, meaningful connections despite a rigged system. So that's probably where I'm kind of at with that whole thing. I'm not part of the red or blue pill. If anything, I'd be more on the white pill side of things, really. There is some harsh truths, if you will, but so we shouldn't be trying to do the whole red pill of trying to manipulate people. It says here about manipulating women, as it says here about dating strategy emphasizes self-improvement, fitness, wealth, and game. Manipulative social techniques. They try to do all this stuff, for example, taking twice as long to text back as, for example, if it takes a woman an hour to text them, they then take twice as long to text back. It's just some stupid fucking mind games. It's just some bullshit, that, innit, It's, anyway. What do you mean, straight or minority in Italy? Almost 50% single in Italy. Really? 50% single in Italy. All right. I mean, I think being single is something like, if I remember, young men, almost almost 2/3 haven't actually been intimate recently or something like that. So there's some pretty you could say sobering statistics on things, really. Okay, Dylan. So basically, the white pill is about kind of just focusing on things outside of that and just trying to build resilience and optimism. Because when you have this kind of toxic kind of attitude, whether that's red pill or even worse with the black pill, where you have this kind of doomer mentality, that's actually going to create a self-fulfilling prophecy where you're just going to get no results. So I remember there was this guy called, I think it was called Marshall Mathers the Fourth or something, and he was like this really just, I'll have to see if it's still going, but really negative view on things, like just complaining about the situation instead of trying to take some responsibility and try to improve his life. But yeah, I don't know if he's still going or anything, but I don't know if he's got a channel still, but maybe he had it took down, I don't know, but I can't see anything on him, but yeah. Anyway, M86, was that motorway? Hello, Pergers Oreo, good to see you. What's that you're talking about? What, about a black hole? No, I don't know. So yeah, just women are a valuable resource, and we have open borders to mostly fertile fighting age women resources because scarce as time goes by. What do you mean? Anyway. I might just restart the live soon. Yeah, gonna start up a new one, guys. But yeah, I'll see you all soon.